With war raging in Ukraine, the UN is warning the number of refugees could grow to 4 million. But people across the world are also stepping up to help. Chef José Andrés of World Central Kitchen is among those volunteers, working with local restaurants, caterers, and food trucks to provide meals for people escaping Ukraine. And Chef Andrés joins me live now for more on this ongoing effort. Chef, thank you so much for being here. I know you're super busy right now, but can you tell us a little bit about what it's been like trying to ensure that these people don't go hungry?
Well, so far, let me tell you, I'm impressed by the resolve of the Polish people supported by Ukrainians, where everybody is in the business of provide relief to anybody coming from Ukraine. You can see police, firefighters, churches, different small or bigger NGOs. They're all working together to make sure that nobody will be forgotten. Right now, I am in the town, I am in the pass of Cordova on the Ukrainian side. On this side also you see Ukrainian small or bigger organizations, hands-on, feeding people in the gas station behind me, feeding people in any entry point. It's unbelievable. So far, food in these border towns is not an issue. It's plenty of food. Where we know there is a crisis is already in those cities like Kiev and others that they are surrounded and where food is already obviously starting to run very low. The real tragedy is happening in those places where the war is happening right now.
Well, and that's thanks a lot to efforts like yours for those refugees who have gotten out or close to getting out anyway. What made you want to get involved in such a hands-on way?
Well, listen, World Central Kitchen, we go to emergencies. When we created this organization over 11, 12 years ago, was for hurricanes and tornadoes that now they seem to be happening every time more often. But at the same time, who was going to say that we were going to be also taking care of political situations and now wars? We are here to feed people in their darkest hour. This is a dark hour for Ukrainians. This is a dark hour for everybody around the world. Right now, I'm on my way to Lviv to provide some flour to some nuns that they've been making bread non-stop for the last few days and they're running low. You see, this is what we're trying to do, to make sure that anybody living in Ukraine in any country, that we will have a good organized system where we will feed everybody. We are not alone in this endeavor. Everybody, from the big organizations to the little ones, we're all going to be working together to make sure that nobody will go hungry. Everybody needs to be praying for every Ukrainian right now.
And you must have met so many people struggling with the aftermath of this along the way. Are there any interactions or stories that really stick out to you?
When my team arrived here 3 days ago, I arrived here 48 hours ago, and I was in the pass of Medica. And as we were getting to the border to try to understand the situation and where we will be putting more feeding facilities, as you will see many people live in Ukraine, Ukrainians and many other people from other nationalities. You will see once in a while, very often, groups of 10, 20 young men that they were going towards Ukraine, not leaving Ukraine, with one idea in mind, to go to protect their country, to protect their cities, and to fight next to the Ukrainian president. When you see this happening, that men, young men especially, that they have a great future ahead of us, that all of a sudden they have to forget everything and go to war, unnecessary war, many will agree with me, that breaks your heart. I saw one American that I was too slow to even ask him for his name, but I know he was American and he decided to join because he said the people of Ukraine deserves that everybody fight for them. That was amazing. Made me cry and obviously made me think everybody seems to be with Ukraine. And this, unfortunately, we wish we were not in this situation to be sending young men to war like we're doing right now.
And the UN now says that this refugee crisis could amount to 4 million people in the coming days. What do you think hearing that number?
Well, I've been already in 8 border points. I've been already visiting many of them. We are feeding in many of them. And you see the continuous flow of people. not only through Poland, but we see from other countries. And I will say that 4 million is the right number. I saw the same for political reasons in Venezuela. You see the millions that are living in Venezuela. This is a war. 4 million could be even more. We're going to be reaching 1 million anytime soon. And if the attack on Kiev is going to end happening in a massive way, this is going to be one in 100 years. I mean, in the last 70, 80 years, the biggest one in Europe. We need to be ready. I was here visiting with members of the World Food Program, where they are trying really to do a very massive response in the day or in the weeks ahead. So we have a plan between the big organizations like World Food Program and more smaller organizations like ours, and then local Ukrainian and Polish organizations. We're going to be as ready as we can to make sure that we can bring relief. Water, obviously, food, obviously, but the many other things that the men and women are going to be needing during this crisis.
All right, Chef José Andrés, we thank you for your time today and appreciate the work you're doing. Good luck to you and stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.